Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and this one's a little bit different. You notice we don't got the little box guy set up right there for you? Nah, because this junk ain't on YouTube. Nick D went and sent us an exclusive track, not released yet. I don't even think it's finished yet. It's labeled as demo. So I'm excited for it. I'm ready to hop into it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. Let's enjoy. This genre is called James Dean. I'm excited for this. Also, rumor has it, I heard through the grape. Nick told me himself. It wasn't a grapevine. I'm sorry. I'm very close to being super activated on this 50 milligram fruit roll up that I took immediately after work. So, with that being said, what did he say? Oh, Nick D told me that there's no third verse on this, and there's a lot of space available for what could be the first, maybe the first ever Nick D third verse ever. So if we like the song enough and we think that it does deserve a third verse, I'm gonna go and try and make the best compelling argument that I can at the end of this to get my man to do it. So let's hop into this. What am I doing? I don't even know how to do it. Man, he got my whole rhythm thrown off here. All right.
Can he really spit though? Does he really hit those? Can he really sneak in? Can he really tiptoe? Does he ever get cold? Does it ever not come back tenfold? Does he ever run low? They want my number, come to...
So look, we're gonna break this down just like we would if it was on YouTube. Here's why this is dope. It's relevant. He's not just throwing rhymes out there like, does he ever run low? Like, my man puts out 1 to 2 songs a week all year. Like, you don't think people are gonna wonder like, yo, when's the steam run out, etc, etc, etc. Like, and I don't classify Nick as a rapper, so he might actually argue with me. We'll talk about this on the interview. I got an interview hopefully coming up with him in a few weeks. I don't, like, if people are like, who are your favorite rappers? Like, Nick wouldn't, like, despite the fact that I listen to his music all the time, Nick wouldn't come up in conversation with me. Like, to me, this is like its own, like, this is just music. Like, Nick makes good music. Like, I don't categorize him as a rapper. Like, I'd put him in, like, the same category that I would put Black. Like, Black does a lot of rapping, but I don't consider him a rapper. I don't consider Post Malone a rapper. Like, I consider them people that make good music. You feel me? So, like, I can see the beginning part of that. Like, can he really spit? Like, how he started off with that? Like, yeah, like, I'm sure that conversation has happened a lot, especially from his critics. Like, a man can only have so much luscious hair before people are going to start hating on him. Like, you know, there are people like, man, he can't, that hippie looking guy can't rap. That's what these tracks are for. We're about to dig in on him.
Does he ever run low? They want my number, come to the numbers, they think that I'm faking them. Why? Cause they've been stuck in the same place. They just get caught trying to save face. Yeah.
Oh no. What is going on? What is happening? I literally got kicked out of the thing that he sent it to me, but I think we downloaded it now, so we should be good.
Can he really spit though? Does he really hit those? Can he really sneak in? Can he really tiptoe? Does he ever get cold? Does it ever not come back tenfold? Does he ever run low? They want my number, come to the numbers, they think that I'm faking them. Why? Cause they've been stuck in the same place. They just get caught trying to save face. Yeah, they've been stuck trying to maintain. Heard you on the radio, sounded like in between April and June it's a May Day. Paying no mind to what they say.
I don't know how I feel about that. Was that hot or not? I feel like because I'm giving him more credit maybe than I should on that one. Because I'm like cheesing, I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling good. We got the exclusive and shit like that. I feel like I'm being a little too easy on him. I gotta bring that back. I don't know if that Mayday line was worth it or not.
They just get caught trying to save face. Yeah, they been stuck trying to maintain. Heard you on the radio, sounded like in between April and June it's a Mayday. Paying.
Yeah, cause it is kind of like, it's cheesy on the surface, but it's also like the definition of Mayday. Like it does kind of have a double flip to it. I'm gonna give him an average on that. We're gonna let it pass. But it's like it could have been a lot harder. We could have did something with that right there.
Do what they say, making promises you can't keep. Heard it was makeup, it's make believe. I guess that maybe it's Maybelline. Keep eyes on my come up, they training. They got $1 then change teams. They spend it all on the same things. No amount of nothing can change me. Feel like a giant, I'm James Dean. Can he really spit though? Does he really hit those? Can he really sneak in?
Alright, so this, I didn't even realize that we were starting with the hook with this or the refrain, but yeah, so we were verse in on this. I like rapping Nick. I told Nick a while ago that I needed like a 4-minute track of him, just like no hooks, no nothing, just like snap off, show me what you could do bar wise. Maybe when we get that, he can get in that pantheon of like rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't think he would even want it. Like, I honestly don't think he would even care about that. Like, my man makes beautiful, amazing, moving music. I don't know that he really cares about being in the bars argument. But if he is, that's a good argument to get the third verse on this joint.
Can he really tiptoe? Does he ever get cold? Does it ever not come back tenfold? Does he ever run low? Heard it was under me, I guess it's under me. I already won by a landslide. You wearing your pride like you never take it off. Boy, I could tell by the tan lines. Said it's just some things you can't.
Yo, let's go! Alright, he caught one. He caught one. That whole scheme, the whole beginning of this verse.
Heard it was under me, I guess it's under me. I already won by a landslide. You wearing your pride like you never take it off. Boy, I could tell by the tan lines. Said it's just some things you can't hide. Watch where you step, could be landmines. They wanna get bigger, they fantasize. I guess that they just to fantasize. Spend most of your days trying to catch a ride. I just tell them boys to wait inside. If you put in the work, all it take is time. I guess they got some trouble trying to take their time. Man, the love fake, it's lousy, Want what I know, then they outie, Pick it up quick, it's bounty, Upside down, I'm frowning, Can he really spit though?
Alright, so at this point you have to realize, like, Nick's not a punchline guy. He's not a bar guy. Even doing this, like, I'm trying to listen to this, like, as a bar song. It's not a bar song. Here's my take on this, right? He is really good at being adult braggadocious. Like, he talks shit, but his talking shit is really just, like, countermeasures to immaturity. You have people who are saying, like, he's saying, oh, you're faking the numbers, that's why you're getting listens or why you're getting views, and in reality they're just mad they're stuck in the same place. Like, that's not even a punchline. My man just talks facts in a way that comes off punchy, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, like, as much as I'm here for the punchlines, something about it, just like his whole delivery and that, like, nonchalant cockiness. He's like the guy in the anime that's mad overpowered and knows it, and like open hand slaps people on purpose. Like, that's the vibe that I get. I want to see him barred up though. I do. So now I think that's it. He said it's like 2 minutes long.
Does he really hit those? Can he really sneak in? Can he really tiptoe? Does he ever get cold? Does it ever not come back tenfold? Does he ever run low?
Alright, and the rest of this is going to be beat. Alright, so here's my take on this, right? On why we should get a third verse. So this one's the Nick. Forget the fans. They're not here right now. So I had a conversation with Nick when we first talked. Like, I addressed this with him before. I was like, yo, like, I need more. I'm a junkie for the music. I need more than a 2-minute song. And he said he would go to like test groups and shit like that, and he had like kids in schoolyards and shit. Like, he used an example. It was like kids at a lunch table or something like that, where he was around some kids or some shit, and they were like listening to the music. And as they were sitting there listening, like, they never listened to more than like a minute and a half of the song before going to the next one. Like, the point of him telling me this was basically that the attention span of the average listener doesn't exist anymore, so a third verse is basically obsolete. And on this, like, the mentality is like, hey, if I put out enough short songs, I'm gonna catch one. And like inevitably, that's what every artist wants. You want to go out and you want to catch one, right? So like that's the idea. My argument on why we at least occasionally need to flex is because, like, you're right. You will get a lot of those lunch table kids that are gonna listen for a minute and a half, get you your stream, right? Put that little dollar in your pocket, but you're not gonna build an empire with them. They're not the ones that show up to the concerts. Like, if you've ever been to a concert and you see somebody in the front row mouth every word to a song, like real fans, I'm not talking about streams and listens and catching a hit on the radio. I'm talking about actually building fans that connect with your music, that know your words and shit like that. Like, you have to cater to them. You have to cater to the reaction channels. They're going to help propel you eventually to where you need to be and help get you to streams and put eyes on you that normally wouldn't have been on you. 65% of my audience is from South Africa. I guarantee they've never heard of you unless other react. You know what I'm saying? That was not a slight, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we're going to put you in front of other, like, eyes that you wouldn't normally have. For us and our audiences that like the bars, that like the breakdowns, you gotta throw us a bone once in a while. Once in a while, we need a full-fledged 90s golden era 3-verse track once in a while from you. That's my argument. You gotta feed the beast that is going to be there with you when it counts at the end. It's gonna show up to the shows. You feel me? That's my 2 cents. But this show is dope. I like it for what it's worth. Out of 10, I probably put it at like 6.5, 7 out of 10. Like, for it being a bar-heavy song that isn't complete yet, we're still missing a verse. It feels like it's missing something. You know what I mean? We need another verse out of it. I think you could. I think if you come in swinging, real heavy, like give us some punchline heavy, or just like the next verse needs a line that's going on a shirt. We need a quotable. We need something that's like, that's merch. That's merch worthy. That's what we need in the third verse. As always, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. I didn't even do the scorecard. I'm a little out of it. It's cool. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. I love y'all. And I will catch y'all on the next one. We wrapped this one up just in time. I'll tell you what, man.